matchup. It didn't go your way. Give us your emotions after that and how you felt that fight went over the course of the 3 rounds.
I don't want to be classy, it's disappointing, these fights, I don't know what the judge did, even the coaches of Reyes came to me after the fight, before the judge's announcement and after the judge's announcement came to me and told me I was winning the fight. So I don't know what they saw, and I don't wanna say it's bullshit, but maybe I should have produced a little bit more and stuff like that, but I clearly won the fight, I was the better man that night, and unfortunately the judge didn't see that way.
Dominic Reyes obviously came into the fight with a fair amount of hype behind him. He had an undefeated record. How did he compare with some of the other UFC light heavyweights you've been in the cage with?
I think he's good, but I don't think he was that good compared to other people that fought. The hype is supposed to sell the fighter, and then after you face somebody on the top level, and then there is the reality check. But at the end of the day, he passed the test. He went on to the next round. So hats off to him. But I definitely think I'm gonna take the fight if anyway we get a rematch.
Did you speak with him after the decision? Was there a conversation between you after the verdict?
Not after the verdict, but with the coaches, as I said, yes.
Okay.
Where do you go from now?
Back to the drawing board as usual. I'm gonna go home. I feel fine. I don't have any pain. Any injury and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back. Grind it out again. And look at the fight and see what's next.
And you trained for this fight back home in Switzerland. Will you be staying in Switzerland? Going forward for the rest of your camp?
Until my visa situation will be resolved, definitely I will be staying in Switzerland, maybe moving around, see other places, maybe get some seminar back to different places. But at the end of the day, my camp now is in Fort Lauderdale in Florida.
We were told that Dominic will not come for the post-fight interview. So, do you have any idea what could have happened with him? Is it an injury, or maybe you've noticed something special during the fight that he could be not available, like you damaged him, seriously?
I have no idea, but if you remember my last fight against Anthony Smith, I was the one walking, fine and stuff, and he was walking on crutches. And I can remember, he was whenever it was TV time, he was feeling okay, but then the TV or the camera shut down, he was laying on the floor. So I think it's probably one of the same process. They all talk a little bit about my power, but once they feel my power, they realize.
Quite often after super close decisions go against fighters, all they want to do is just heal up quick and get back in there as soon as possible. Is that the same for you? Yeah,
definitely. My first goal, my initial goal was to be able to fight in Stockholm. That will be a hell of a card, for me, close back home and stuff. I always try to bring the fight, close to Europe. Maybe, next step, to be to Switzerland, so we'll see, what's up. I'll go back to the drawing board, going back home, healed up, takes maybe a week of rest and go back to training.
You see the light heavyweight division, there's prospects rising up all over the place. You've got the established guys at the top. Given the fact that today didn't go your way, who would make a common sense opponent for you next?
So there is a few opponents, but definitely we have to see now what's next for me. Now it's going to be my 3rd loss in a row, so definitely it's going to be a little bit thinking before that.
You just had Judy Manoa here, and he was aiming for the Stockholm bar as well. Are you interested in working back?
Yeah, definitely. Manoa is also a good fight, and there is anyway a lot of people I wanna be fighting. There is now he's definitely coming off of losses, but I wanted to fight Thiago Santos. That will be a fight that will be a good challenge for me. That's something I would love to do. Corey Anderson also is a 3-fight winning streak. Definitely a lot of different opponents that I will be interested in fighting.
What could you have done better, in your opinion, today?
I think I should have produced more, especially later in the round, because my cardio was fine. But I'm in a process right now in my career. I wanna also evolve a little bit. I came also with the no time gimmick and stuff, but I wanna prove myself. I can win the fight, later in the round, by decision and stuff, because I want to be winning all round. I want to be like all those main people fighting for the belts, 5 rounds and stuff. So that's something I wanted to do. I guess it didn't go my way that time, so maybe I should not leave the fight at the end of the judges.
Was the fact that you weren't able to train at Hard Knocks for this camp a factor in the performance today? And do you think, had you had that camp in Fort Lauderdale, that you might have had that little extra that might have taken you on, to get the win?
Definitely fighting, training with top competitor, like same weight as me, like heavyweight, light heavyweight, like champion. There is ONE FC champion, there is former champion, there is UFC contenders, at the gym, so definitely it's a big help, But I just had to adjust my training a little bit, and my training went really fine, I thought it was a really good investment. First I was a little bit, skeptical, about being in Switzerland, maybe not having a big load of people around me, but actually we just made it work. And I think it worked out really fine, but unfortunately not with the win at the end of the way.
With your thoughts on the decision, would you campaign for a rematch?
I definitely want a rematch. As I say, maybe the fact that he was on a hype train, definitely push a little bit the judges of the decision, maybe the politics of the UFC to bring a fighter up, So that's a little bit something that you have to take into consideration, I don't think he was in front of me in a fight, So definitely I wanna have a rematch.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back.
2 minutes.
Dis-moi ton sentiment au moment de la décision, parce que